So now we have another situation. So I made a video about a man named Tron and KK. So about them trying to come for my baby daddy. So Tron been out here lying to KK brothers because KK got a lot of brothers. So Tron been out here lying to KK brothers trying to stir shit up because he trying to get all of KK brothers to try to come for Michael. So they just been lying and doing the most, and they're trying to do an energy transference because he's doing some spell work too. I believe that he may be working with his brother, with my baby daddy's brother, because my baby daddy's brother, they so dumb. I told you, opposition, when they start getting nervous, when it start getting down to the wire, they start getting loud, they start getting scared, they start panicking. There's no strategy, there's no nothing. They think that they're just going to come full force. So they trying to set shit up right now because I can hear my baby daddy in his bathroom. He's arguing. I can't hear what he's arguing about, but the energy in which that I'm pulling from him and the other person on the phone is witchcraft, and they've been up to some shit, and Tron is popping up. Okay, so then on top of that, my baby daddy, his brother, he gonna try to buy my son a jersey. What's up? It's not on. It's no more chicken in here. Okay. So you saw that interruption, which means that with me speaking, their plans have already been interrupted. Do you understand what I'm saying? So his brother is an old slime ball. He tried to sleep with me, his nasty ass, and he gonna tell me he seen me naked one time. I'm just like, nigga, because you was looking in the bathroom with your perverted ass. That's why I don't be liking. It's something about men that's been locked up. It's like very pervertic. It's something very pervertic about them, and you know, I'm not trying to like talk shit because some men, when they get out of jail, they get their shit together. But most men that I have encountered that have been in jail, it's like they're perverts. This nigga, he was on Tinder. I think he was old. He was fucking with a little 15-year-old on Tinder. This was years ago. I forgot how old I was. I believe I was pregnant, so I had to be 21, 22 years old. I think his brother is like 3, 4 years older than me. That nigga almost like, I don't know. It was just nasty. I said, this is just a nasty ass nigga. And he's like the problem child in the family. And I think his siblings are scared of him. And for some reason, he think everybody's supposed to be scared of him. Like, I'm trying to tell you, because this is a very small family. Like, they're short people. So for a long time, I'm just like, they're like chihuahuas. Chihuahuas just have that. They just have that attitude to where they're just so mean and aggressive, some of the times. It's like that Napoleon complex. It's like they're shrimp in the ocean. That's how they feel. So it's a complexity with all of them. I don't know. So he gonna try to buy my son a jersey. And let me tell you, these people are not good people. Anytime they're trying to do something to make it seem like they're decent people or good people, they're up to something or they want something. So my thing is that I had already picked up. I was just like, he put a curse, he put a curse on that jersey. Because the thing is that they tried to do, they tried to pull some little shit, like the little shit that they've been doing. They're trying to figure out, why is it not working? People don't understand. Like I said this before, I'm so traumatized from the spell work. It's like I'm immune to it. I can feel it immediately. I can feel when motherfuckers is talking to try to come up with a plot. I can feel these things. I can hear these things. Then on top of that, I have protection. So what's happening is that my protection is connecting me, is bonding me to the individuals and what they're saying and what they're plotting. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers have no idea. They have no idea about the metaphysical, about the spiritual world and how shit works. And it's just like, you have gotten the proof time and time again, but see, that is the insanity. And then on top of that, when it comes to my protection, if it picks up that somebody wants to do something dangerous to me, it's going to possess you. It's going to possess you. My protection is not just out here. It's not just out here fucking with people. It only when it picks up on intentions, ill intentions towards me. And that's the direction in which that it moves to. I be like, man, this shit is so sad. It's annoying for me, but it's sad because it's like I keep trying to tell people. I keep trying to warn people. It's like they always have to fuck around and find out. My thing is, I had, God rose me up to give a prophecy to my baby daddy's family. you know, because they were sitting back on social media watching me, sending me all this evil eye, angry energy. They're just very jealous people. Okay. So, you know, God just got tired of the shit. So when I gave the prophecy, you know, I'm very future forward. Motherfuckers never know what I'm talking about. That is my cloak for people to think that I'm crazy. That's my cloak. I don't have a spiritual ego. I'm not here to convince you, to convert you of anything. I'm speaking up for myself. Rather you believe it or rather you don't, that's on you. And it's kind of like, because I didn't, you know, they tried to take me to court behind my back for defamation. And I'm just like, how they going to do that? Because the shit, that's what I'm saying. I knew that they was watching me. So I had said what I wanted to say. You know, I was hoping they was going to get triggered and confront me. But I said, okay, so they some little snakes. So they want to play a snake game. You know, his parents got caught up in this shit too. And they've been lying to him about why they're in court and why shit is going on. So they trying to hide all this stuff from him. They know that I know, but they can't believe my reaction because they keep trying to compare themselves to me. Because all the things in which I know they have been trying to do, if they knew about it, they would be enraged. They would be upset. They would be feeling some type of way. They're trying to figure out, like, why is she not bothered? Why does she keep going on and moving on with her life? And I'm going to tell you, God, when you are obedient to God, God is going to have you making certain moves. So to your opposition, there are going to be times to where it looks like they took you out, and that's when they leave you alone. But then, you know, when they get triggered from something or when they're going through their own issues and trying to run away from their own issues, who do they come back to? They try to come back to me. And it's just like when they see that I have been still moving forward, because they spend all their time trying to come for me. So they're losing focus within their life and the things in which that they want to do and accomplish. So, you know, when I gave that prophecy, you know, they thought, oh, they had no idea what I was talking about. They felt some type of way. But then they start noticing that little by little, they're going through the shit. You know what I mean? And they started going through more and more shit to the point to where it's just like, why is it? Because everything that I say, these people try to turn it against me. They try to use it against me. They want to try to convince me that the shit in which that I say is happening to me, is going on with me. But that shit is not happening. God chose me to give the prophecy. If God wanted to prophesize some terrible shit to me, God already knows. I understand prophecy is a warning. So with prophecy being a warning, you know, my thing is that I already know I'm being watched. I have so many spirit guides. I have so many ancestors. I'm trying to tell you, you know, I behave. So I behave. So, you know, I'm not caught up in all the dumb shit that motherfuckers be doing and that they be getting caught up in. So, you know, shit is happening and they're starting to see that they're on the shit end of that prophecy. And then when they look up and when it comes to me, it's kind of like, damn, nothing is happening to her. I'm going through stuff too. I'm not going through shit in that prophecy. That was a harsh ass prophecy, you know? So, but these are very cruel people. And I told you his family be working with the Brown. So, and then they got all his friends, they done turned all his friends and shit against him. It's crazy. So, you know, but, you know, God has been here. And I was just like, oh, you know, God has been present. And his presence has been very strong. It's no room for anybody else. Like, there's a lot of people trying to get in my energy. There's a lot of people that are trying to project cruelty on me. They're trying to touch me. You know, God is blocking all of that. God made way for one person to come through. God made room for one person to come through. And when that person came through, you know, it won't on no bullshit that everybody else is on. And if that person was on some stupid bullshit, God would not have let that person through. So, you know, it's getting pretty heated with everybody trying to transfer all of this energy, because when it comes to the spell work and when it comes to the magic, it's kind of like where the energy goes is where the target will follow. So they're trying to put all these targets, you know, on all of us in this household. It's crazy. And my thing is, you know, motherfuckers know, because the shit that they've been doing, a lot of the shit done ran out. Then on top of that, there's a lot of shit that I have been sending back. And see, motherfuckers, they don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. They trying to figure out, how do I know the shit in which that I know? So, and they want me to speak up on how I'm moving. Half of the time, I don't even know why I'm making the moves in which that I'm making the moves. When God tell me to move, that's when I fucking move. So, here we go again with this dumb shit, and here we go again with motherfuckers. I have a feeling this gonna take it out. Cause it's like it's all rooting from the Brown. It's all rooting from Chris Brown. He's trying to assemble like an ambush. He's, the numbers. He's not communicating with a lot of these people. It's through the witchcraft. He's controlling their vessels. He's getting work done. He's not doing it, but he's getting the work done to plant these seeds in individuals. He's transferring this energy to these people to make them want to do it. He's using their bodies. So my thing is, somebody already tried to do this last week though, and the shit didn't work. I believe my mom tried. Well, it was my dad and my aunt that tried to do it, because they be working with them Freemasons. So they working with a whole coven. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, man, this nigga is just too late. He too late with the shit, and like I already been through it. It's crazy because I was thinking about last night when I saw Chris Brown ride out here. It's crazy because there was a black pickup truck that rode out here first, and they parked in the parking lot close to the storage. That's the number one place to where you can see my balcony. So it was an all black pickup truck, and they just sat in the parking lot and they just waited. They didn't even park. So then this nigga come riding through, and he pulls up in the parking lot where they were. He saw him. He turned around real quick, and then after he left, they followed him. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This shit. It's crazy. Everybody is suffering from the backlash of what they have tried to do to me and my family. More, I have people trying to do things to me, but my son's father also has people trying to do things to him too. These are all people that are close to him. These are people who claim to be friends, these are his family members. It's terrible. So, and the thing is that they still trying to do stuff, but they still trying to hide it from him too. I'm ashamed of his parents. Because my thing is, my son's father is the only one out of their children who got their head on straight. They should be proud of him. They should be protecting him. Growing up, they didn't treat him like much either. That shit fucked up. I hope everybody gets exactly what they deserve times 10. Turn the heat up and fry these motherfuckers. Every last one of them. I heard motherfuckers just gonna start disappearing. That's what I heard. That would be good for my son's father. Because he don't need to know the truth of everything that has been going on. I have been working hard on healing that man over the years. We kind of got into our first argument in a long time, and it wasn't the same. I said, wow, God is trying to show me, how good I have been doing. So, my thing is well, I deal with the same shit from my family. So, it is what it is. They getting nervous. They getting real nervous. But my thing is, I feel like today, motherfuckers know that it's over. They know that it's over. I've been hearing crying. I've been hearing pleading, begging. Motherfuckers is stressed out. Motherfuckers is physically fighting. They're arguing with each other, all type of shit. Yeah, y'all need to take it out on each other because y'all made them choices and decisions. Ain't nobody in this household been fucking with nobody. Been doing nothing to nobody. We're not those type of people. So, and my thing is that I'll sit up here and I'll open up about the stuff in which that I go through within my household, what I go through with them personally, and all that type of stuff. So, I could give two shits. I do. I want motherfuckers to get what they deserve. Whatever God has for them. Because my thing is, God is placing judgment. His judgment, God's judgment has already went through. That's what I'm saying. Like, that nigga trying to figure out how he gonna come over here and take me out. Nigga, you're not gonna take me out. The only reason why you was able to come out here is because the undercovers was already out here. They got a tip that you was coming out. That's what I'm saying. You don't know that you're being watched. And then on top of that, they got cameras out here. Stupid. They got cameras out here. And if you think them motherfuckers is not tapping into these cameras, you're crazy. And even if they not tapping into the cameras, they can just go to the individuals and present a warrant and say, we need information off of your cameras. I'm tired of feeling bad for the stupidity because there's so much cruelty that comes with it. I'm just like, bruh, take these niggas out. I remember Tron came over here. That nigga scared to come in the house. I have my house very well protected. And I have the right to protect my house. I have the right to protect my environment. I have the right to protect my home and everybody in it. Some days I just be sitting looking at my son and I just be like, how could anybody, he's such a sweet boy. I'm pretty sure he got his shit with him. He get on my nerves sometimes, but I'm just like, he's such a great kid. Such a great boy. And people just have the cruelest intentions for him. That stupid ass family. I do. I really hope that they burn. I hope that they go down. I don't like dealing with that petty energy. They always be trying to attach themselves to me because they be trying to communicate with me in the spirit. And it's just like, no. Bring that shit to the light. And when you bring it to the light, you need to bring all of it. And that shit not going to save you neither. I heard them ambulance. I heard police and ambulance out there early this morning. I said, oh, ancestors at work. Motherfuckers be physically fist fighting. Somebody got punched in the eye or punched in the head or something. Motherfuckers is fighting. And my son's father, he got off the phone pretty early after I start talking when he was on the phone. And then he opened up the door to ask me a question. They was on the phone for like 5 minutes after that, then they got off. Because they trying to start drama. They trying to stir the shit up. They trying to cook up the craft. They trying to stir up that energy. No. It's not going to happen. God told me the punishments are going to be harsh and that he does not want me to see what anybody is going to go through. So God is about to put my focus elsewhere. And I'm going to be shielded from getting insight on these people because, sometimes when you don't think shit is happening to people, it's happening. And because of my gifts and the gifts that I've been getting from other people too, I'm trying to tell you, God has been giving me a lot of spiritualist gifts. A lot of these people that these individuals have been working with, God has been taking their gifts and giving them to me. And he's showing me, and my spirit team is showing me how to use them the correct way. Bitch, you will never see me. You will never see me doing anything to where motherfuckers is coming up to me asking me to do some wicked shit to somebody else. I have discernment. So even if I can see that motherfuckers deserve it, I'm still not getting into that. They have other people for that. That's not what God is calling me to do. That's why I don't take money for my spiritual work. Because that shit protects me. They done fucked up. My thing is, motherfuckers done seen people in big positions get it first. So it start from the top and it start crumbling down to the bottom. It's crazy. Like years ago, it was prophesied to me. I'm trying to tell you, I was sitting in my son's room. And I was talking to God one-on-one. I was sitting on the floor in my meditation state. Then all of a sudden, I just heard a whole bunch of tall buildings just falling down around me. And I asked God, I said, are they falling on me? God said, they're falling around you. This is the future. I'm just like, these are people. These are people. These are institutions. These are systems. And look at what's happening right now. That came to me in 2000, I want to say 2020. And here we are 6 years later. The world is falling apart. Systems are falling apart. There's more corruption being found in these jobs, in these institutions, organizations, in these industries, even in politics. I already made a video. I already said Armageddon is here. I already knew. So I have been being prepped, and I have been following the guidance from my spirit guides and from God. I'm just like, well, don't let me and my family get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? So you see how they're manifesting all of this stuff? People are manifesting this, and it's affecting the whole world, energetically, spiritually. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one going through this. I'm pretty sure there are other ones going through this shit too. God is tired of y'all fucking with his chosen ones. So anyway, but it's going to be a time to where, AI going to take over. The spirituality is going to become a trend. It's already starting to become a trend. The organics, the original ones, are going underground. We're going to start living regular, average lives. You're not going to be able to tell. You're not going to be able to tell the real from the fake. All the things in which that we learn, all the knowledge, our experiences, is coming underground with us. It's going to be like the Underground Railroad, spiritually. So, I know it's a couple of white people that's fighting to keep the world in order, to keep it, the same. I took a trip, for observation. And, with a couple of white folks, I see the nervousness within them, But it's kind of like, there's no reason to be nervous, like, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all shit is coming out too. Y'all been on top. Y'all been able to point fingers and maintain control, be pawns, study other minorities' behavior, and try to separate yourself. But my thing is that cut the shit, because white folks have the highest count of serial killers and rapists. So it's kind of like, we've been calling you out on your bullshit for years. You just been able to hide it. You just been able to put yourselves in higher positions to where you can ignore it. You don't hear. All of this war, all of these race wars, all of these gender wars, sexuality wars, all of these riots, all of this stuff, this shit is crashing down. This shit is crashing down. There are going to be some people, there are going to be some families that go under separation, that go through separation. Well, you have some people that are still holding on to the old world. There are people that are making transition for the new world. I really want to leave the country and come back in 7 years, because that's when everything will begin to start to rebuild. So you can expect chaos for 7 years, the next 7 years. Goddamn chemtrails. they're not as bad as they were before. I appreciate that. You know. But anyway, we gonna end it here. Till the next time.